Hello, 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 and welcome, family. Thank you for joining me today on another episode of Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I pray you're all doing well and that blessings are pouring your way. All right, y'all. I hope everyone got to listen to my bonus episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm so excited to have these ladies back on the big screen, tuning in every week to all of the fabulousness. I swear they like motivate me and make me just want to just get it together and be looking flawless every day for no reason. And I know nobody don't look like that every day, but it's just in my head that they fabulous every day. So come through for us, ladies. I'm going to be doing bonus episodes on the side of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was going to include it into my podcast episode every week, but I decided to just make it a bonus episode that's going to be in addition to the podcast episode so that, it can just, maybe garner a little more attention to the podcast. And, So first off, I want to talk about my week, y'all. So y'all know this is my birthday month. Shout out to all of the Tauruses. It's not Taurus season yet. Not quite yet. Your girl will be bringing in Taurus season for us all starting on April 20th, Monday, which is my birthday. So we will be bringing it in strong. You know what I'm saying? Tearing it down because we have the biggest celebration ever when we bring in our Taurus season. And if you know, you know. And if you don't, I'm sorry that you don't. You're missing out. So I will be partaking in all of the festivities. Please believe it. So, you know, also, this week, I definitely spent a lot of time with family. I had such a good time. I got to go shopping with my daughter actually twice. We've gone shopping. I took her shopping to get her some clothes because she's just not a shopping girl like her mama. I don't understand. I'd be like, girl, I be wanting this, and I just be having to I just be wanting everything. But it was fun. Definitely taking my daughter shopping, helping her buy some clothes. Now, she did spend her own coin. Very proud of her. She is a working girl. So very proud of her for, using her money to get the things that she need. And we did have a good time shopping. She's pretty easy to shop with, kind of, sort of, because she ain't out here trying to make no like crazy matchups happen. She just wants, basic tops and basic bottoms that can, be worn on a daily basis. She's not looking for nothing too extravagant. So, and she don't like really too much of bright colors. I'm trying to get her out of her little black, white, and gray scheme and try to get her to do some little pops of colors here and there. But she is very, just very, I don't want to say, just not flashy. She's not flashy with her style, basically. She's just very regular. It's like nothing too much, but she definitely cute, and that body is tea. Okay. All right. So anyway, but me and my brothers and our families got together over the weekend, and we had such an amazing time together. Like, shout out to my brothers. Like, I swear, I do not just be on here just hyping them up for no reason. Like, I low-key, high-key love my brothers down. Like, I really have the best brothers, and like, I'm in the middle of them. I have an older brother, and then I have a younger brother, and I just really love our dynamic. I love that we get along so well. We talk shit, we drink, we chill. It's just always a good time with them. I really love them, and I really, was blessed in the department of brothers, like for real, 100%. But one of the things though about my family is, honey, they be liking to play spades. And so my brothers and their women, they be playing spades together. They do their teams, and I just be on the sideline because I never learned how to play spades. That's just one card game I did not learn how to play. I am getting more inclined to like, I really need to figure this out. I am at a very big age and I need to learn how to play spades. Like, this don't make no sense. I'm about to be 40. And so I just feel like as a black rite of passage, I need to learn how to play spades because your girl don't know how to play. And I mean, I pretty much get the concept. I've been watching them and I get, a little bit of how you're supposed to play. But one thing that is intimidating about spades is that when you partner up with somebody, honey, they don't got time for you to be learning and figuring it out and guessing. You better know what you're doing and you better know how to do it right. And honey, if you don't, then they're gonna talk about you to your face. Okay, they're gonna tell you that you don't know what you're doing when you're trying to play spades. So, that's all a little intimidating to me, but I feel like I got the gist of it down pat. I just need to go ahead and jump out there and play, but I'd be really nervous. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I could do it. All I got to do is just do it. And then the more I do it, then the better I'm going to get. So, I'm going to report back to y'all because next time I'm going to jump in on that spade game. I am going to sit down at the table and stop being an observer because all I do is observe. I just be like, oh, okay. And I be looking at their hands and looking at what they put down. So I'm learning by watching them. It's just I need to just go ahead and jump out there and get my feet wet. Why not? But anyway, that was an amazing time that we had together. The cousins was cousining all over and having a good time, and the adults have a good time. That's the one thing I love. I love when you can get together with adults and kids and it don't be no issues and no problems. I cannot stand doing things with people who always got some drama going on. Oh, this person was being messy, or this person was being shady, or this person did this person did that. There are certain people that never have fun no matter what they're doing. And I feel sorry for them. And I pray for you, honey, because life can't be that miserable. And if it is, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what I mean? I think you should be having a good time anytime that you have a gathering. And that's just me and my personality. I don't know. When I go out to do something, I be wanting to have fun. And don't rain on my parade. Don't get me bent. Don't get me mad. Don't, bring me down with your negativity. Like, I'm here to have a good time. Like, that's what I'm here for. Because we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. You know what I'm saying? Or is it that we're not here for a good time? We're here for a long time? I don't know. But I'm here for a good time. Every time I go somewhere, I want to have fun. I want to turn up. I want to laugh. I just want to, dance and sing and all of that. Like, let me have fun. So, that's one thing I'm going to say about me and my brothers is that we going to have a good time together. And we trying to put together a trip this year. I pray that it works out that everybody can go because, this will be our second, whole family trip. And then hopefully my daughter can come too. I know she's going to be working and all that. So I hope that she'll be able to come with us when we take another family trip. And then we could take some more pictures and all of that. Because when I tell y'all we have a time, we have a time. We won't have no issues. We won't have no drama. Even the kids don't really beef like that. Like, it just be such a good time and I love it. We be vibing. So we got to keep it going. And hopefully in June, I'll be telling y'all about our amazing trip that we took. So this weekend is your girl's birthday coming up. Not the weekend that just passed, but the weekend coming up is my birthday. And I am very excited to be celebrating my birthday. I am so excited to have some alone time. Like, let me tell you. I don't get to be alone a lot. I might get a few hours here and there, but usually, even if I am alone, I'm running an errand or there's something that I got to do. I am looking forward to doing nothing. My best friend was like, "Oh, you going to have so much fun, girl." I don't even want to have fun. I want to sit and do nothing. I want to watch TV. I want to be on social media. I want to wake up as late as I want to. I don't want no responsibility. I don't want nobody looking at me, asking me no questions, having me to decide decisions that I don't want to decide besides what I want to eat. And if I don't want to eat, and if I just want to drink the day away, I just want to be able to do. I just want to be me and just be able to do what I want to do. So I am so looking forward to that. But yeah, so your girl about to be the big 4-0, okay? Okay, excited. One thing about me is I'm excited for every year of life because I'm going to tell you, it is a blessing. It really is. And to you all who think that getting old is terrible, don't be afraid of getting old. Embrace it because a lot of people don't get to grow old. A lot of people don't make it. So the fact that you're able to make it, honey, you better drop down to your knees and thank the Lord above. I'm just trying to tell you now. Anyway, so We did have Coachella that just passed recently, and it was the 25th anniversary of Coachella. It was headlined by Sabrina Carpenter, who transformed the main stage into Sabrina Wood. It's like an old Hollywood themed staging, and she had all the guests and everything. And then Justin Bieber came out, and everybody was talking about Justin Bieber's show. He used YouTube and basically was showing, clips of himself from when he was younger, and it was really cute. And he brought out the kid, Leroy Tim's, Love Me Some Tim's, and Wizkid. But Justin Bieber was that guy. I remember when Justin Bieber first came out, and my daughter was little, and she was like elementary school. She was so in love with Justin Bieber. Now, when she got a little older, she was like, I don't like him like that no more. But when she was little, honey, love Justin Bieber down, honey. Okay, she was a believer. Okay. Also, Carol G. She made history as the first Latina to headline Coachella. So congratulations to you, Carol G. She had a socially conscious set, which is very good. And she brought out Becky G and Wison or Wison. I don't know who that is, but shout out to y'all. Camila Cabello and Young Thugs came out and performed Havana. Beanie, the first Filipino group to play at the festival. They had K-pop or P-pop. Yeah, they did P-pop. Cat's Eye performs. Somber and Billy, Corin, Teddy Swims, Addison Rae, and Anima. I may be saying these names wrong, forgive me. But it was a lot of people at Coachella. Shout out to everyone who was able to attend and perform. Super amazing. And let me see. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh, so shout outs also to Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane dropped a song called Crash Dummy. And some people were saying like he shouldn't have did it, but I don't care. Like when you're an artist and something happens in your life, put that in music. Put it in music. It should have came out because why would you go talking about something for free when you can talk about it and be making money off of it as it plays over and over again? I love the song Crash Dummy. It was a good little bop. And I'm here for it, Gucci Mane, because he is seeming like a crash dummy because you just literally got out of prison and then you're gonna do some stuff like that. And I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and shout out to Charlemagne because he basically had the same sentiments that I said. It's like, why is this man's daddy helping him commit crimes? Like, your daddy should not be helping you commit no kind of crime. Like, I really don't understand why his dad would, be okay with that. But I mean, hey, to each his own, I guess, I don't know. I don't really know what to say. But also, Offset was shot in the leg during a robbery in Florida at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Like, dang, I'm glad that he was not really hurt. I'm glad that it was just, probably like, something that was superficial. Hopefully it was not something that really hurt him. Like they said it was like shot in the leg. So, and he was in a wheelchair. I think he was in a wheelchair at Coachella to be exact. But I'm glad Offset is okay. That's very scary. He got a bunch of kids, and so we need him here to be raising all these kids. Honey, Cardi ain't got time to be doing this all alone. Then he got the other kids with the other mamas too. Like they need him to be here making money, contributing. Okay. And then I did want to talk about Little Miss Amber Rose and Nick Cannon sounding dumb as hell, talking about that the Democratic Party had KKK in it. Now, if anybody with some common sense know anything, even if they did start off as being the party of the KKK, do y'all really think the KKK is still a part of the Democrats today in 2026? Like, really, is that really what you thought was going on in your pretty little beach blonde head, Amber Rose? Like, really, that's what you was thinking? That's what was going on in that mind of yours, ma'am? Just, I understand why you had to slut walk, because that's probably a little bit all that you got going for you in the brain department. And I do want to say that I am so glad that Jocelyn beat her ass. I just want to put that on record, because I've been really sick and tired of Amber Rose for a long time. And the more she says stuff, the more I get tired of her. You know what I mean? She is somewhat of a likable person at it's like certain intervals in her life, but then she get real annoying right back again. It just don't seem to like fully stay in a likable state with her. Like I try to like her. I just don't. I just think that, like Jocelyn said, she is not happy with herself. She's not happy or embracing both sides of her identity. She is more leaning to one than the other, which is okay. When you're a mix, you do get to choose what side you want to be on. But nonetheless, you are both. So don't forget that, you know. I mean, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I did see this. I cannot remember the guys. They had a wonderful podcast episode explaining how stupid Nick Cannon and Amber Rose are. Like how completely clueless and uneducated they are, yet they feel like they are so educated. I hate when people think that they know something and it sounds smart to them, and so they say it out loud and they don't even really think that it sounds dumb. But duh, the KKK is not a part of the Democrat Party. Like they might have started this way, but they are no longer a part of the Democratic Party. If anything, we know that the KKK belongs to the Republicans now. So the fact that you're openly supporting the Republican shows that you are openly supporting the KKK. Okay, so Amber Rose and Nick Cannon, you can support who you want to support, but don't be stupid about it. Don't make up dumb excuses that don't make no sense. Like, and Nick Cannon, you just need to quit speaking out about stuff. You already got in trouble with the Jewish community for saying something stupid. Now here you go saying something else stupid. Stick to the jokes. Stick to talking about your life and all the kids that you have. Stick to what you know. Stop talking about political matters that you have no idea about. And Amber Rose, just disappear. And I don't mean die, disappear. I just mean disappear. We don't want to hear from you no more. We don't. We don't heard enough from you. You don't have nothing valuable to bring to the table. You done brought the slut walk in here, having these women out here thinking it's okay to be sluts. And now look at what we got in front of us now. And now here you are trying to tear down our community even further by trying to convince us that we need to be Republican when Lord knows we do not, because they are not for us at all. So we need you to just disappear in the abyss and don't be out talking no more or seen. Make your money quietly and don't be seen or heard from no more. We don't need to hear from you. Thank you. Goodbye. Anyway, so shout out to the team of Artemis 2, the crew that what did they do? They just orbited the moon, I believe. Shout out to them. This seems all a little weird though, because if we've landed on the moon before, I don't get why it's so like, I don't know, still unknown or unsure about visiting the moon again. I don't really understand, but I'm not no astronaut, so I don't know. I don't know. I really don't, but I'm glad that they made it there and back safely. There's a lot of conspiracy theories that they don't really be going to the moon, and I don't really know if they do or not. It's not for me to say or judge, but wherever they went, I'm glad they made it back home safe. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And then let me see. So apparently in the news, more world news, the acting ICE director Todd Lyons decided to step down from the agency, which of course everybody should dismantle that agency because they they may be doing some good, but they ain't doing enough good. They done killed too many people and they need to re-strategize. And then less than a year after being fired, former FEMA chief is set to be reinstalled by Trump. So that's very interesting. And then Trump names Dr. Erica Swartz to lead the CDC. So we'll see how that goes. There is also a 10-day ceasefire that begins in Lebanon. So hopefully, that prolongs into something a lot longer. There's been a lot of people protesting this war that we're in right now because a lot of people do not agree with what I'm about to say our president, but he ain't my president. He y'all president. So a lot of people don't agree with the president that the war. I mean, a lot of people don't believe in the war that the president has gotten us into. And so they're protesting it. But there are some more negotiations that are happening. Trump, this is the Pope because he don't have no couth about him. He is so un-American, uncivilized, uncultured, just everything, like uneducated. He's really embarrassing, and I don't understand why he would publicly diss the Pope, but that's what he did because that's what he does. And then he reposted a photo of himself depicted as Jesus. Like, this man is like, he's comical, but not in a funny way, in a tragic way. It's like, is this the guy that was elected as president 2 times? Like, I just don't know how y'all don't feel no shame about this. Y'all were looking for money benefits from this man, but you didn't think about the shame that was going to follow. Even if he did, so he didn't even live up to his promises of delivering us from these hardships. But even if he did, it's like, this is how you should think about Trump as our president. It's like being a prostitute. And it's like being a prostitute to a millionaire. Yeah, you get the promise of all of these riches and all of this greatness, but at the end of the day, you got to slut yourself out to get there. And then when you do get finished doing a do, now you feel less than what you really worth. Now, yeah, you got the money, you got what you wanted out of the deal. You got what you wanted, but now your self-esteem is just a little low because he trashed you out. I mean, he might have peed on you, pooped on you, the bar, they do a little poop, but he might have degraded you in all kind of ways that you didn't think he was going to do, Cassie and Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Trump is. That you think you're going to benefit from having him. You think you're going to financially have something better in your life. And then you end up feeling like trash, even if you got what you wanted. But guess what? We didn't get what we wanted. He the type that get you to slut yourself out and then don't pay you and tell you to go ahead and get out of here for he have something done to you. Like, that's the kind of person that Trump is when he lays down with a prostitute. He ain't gonna pay at the end of the day. And that's exactly what he is doing to this country. He tricked you into thinking that you were going to have this great life by having him appointed as president again. And now he leaving you slutted out without the money that he promised you. So I'm going to let y'all marinate on that a little bit. You might not understand today, but you might get it tomorrow. Okay? Anyway, that is all really that I have to discuss today. Oh no, you know what? I do need to talk about some other stuff. So, I forgot that our precious little baby Mocha just got another guinea pig about 2 weeks ago, and sadly he has passed. Like, he passed away, I believe Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Very heartbreaking to us because he was such a little baby. He was so sweet. I really loved him. And I'm so sad because he was going to be Twinkie's little brother. And now Twinkie is back alone again. So I'm kind of nervous about getting another guinea pig because, like, I was really nervous about getting this guinea pig, getting him a second, friend, getting Twinkie a friend because, when you introduce guinea pigs together, you have to, like, make sure that they're going to get along, make sure there's not going to be any fighting, any, animosity between them. And so, I was very careful with introducing them to each other, keeping them separated at night so I wouldn't wake up to a bloodbath or nothing like that. So, and then they finally, got the hang of being around each other, and they would snuggle up and play around. And it was just such a good situation that I am nervous about doing this all over again, but I am going to do it again. I just have to, I'm gonna wait it out a little bit. I really am. I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit because that was really hard to, we spent so much time trying to figure out a name for Mocha. We were debating and like all of that, and then we finally get a name, and then he is gone. Like, it's so sad. And my boys didn't really get to spend a lot of time with him because I got him right before they went on spring break when they weren't home, and then they come back the next week, and then he's gone. So, RIP to Mocha. He will be missed greatly. And if you're interested in seeing what he looked like, I did post a video on my social media, on my TikTok and on my YouTube page, showing Mocha and showing him meeting Twinkie and, some other little clips that we had of him. I'm glad that I did take some pictures and videos of him before he passed away. Very heartbreaking though, and I am gonna miss him. He was such a sweetie, and he was a little climber. So, yeah, R.I.P. to Mocha. And that is going to be it. I did not have a discussion question this week because I just didn't think of nothing to say. I didn't have a discussion to talk about this week. But guess what? Your girl's getting ready for her birthday. Come on, 420. I am so excited. I hope you all have a wonderful week, or you've had a wonderful week. And I pray that, you continue to do well and always that blessings are pouring your way. I do want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. Wishing you, a wonderful, wonderful, and great weekend coming up. I cannot wait to talk to you about my weekend and how my birthday went and, just catching up with y'all. So just please remember, be smart, be kind, be beautiful, be blessed. And until next time, bye.